I felt stagnant. I wasn't getting anywhere. I felt I had so much more to offer, but didn't have any opportunity to show it. I just felt lost with absolutely no purpose. I had so much doubt. I thought that I had made the biggest mistake of my life. Know that the fear that you may be feeling is you growing as an individual. Today, I wanted to share with you my journey of transitioning from my 9-to-5 job into my career as a realtor. If you're thinking about making the same kind of transition, I hope that this video can shed some light on what to expect. So, it all started with me working in the field of mental health for 12 years. I completed my master's in counseling psychology because helping others has always been a passion of mine and still is. However, as the years went by, my working environment became more and more toxic. My passion for helping people was getting totally lost in the mix because I became so focused on everything I dreaded about my job. I felt stagnant. I wasn't getting anywhere. I felt I had so much more to offer, but didn't have any opportunity to show it. I just felt lost with absolutely no purpose. Towards the end of my mat leave with my third child, I was having such bad anxiety about thinking about having to return to work. All I could think of is how to come up with a way to prolong my leave. Then COVID hit. So because in-class learning was not an option at that time, I was now homeschooling my 6-year-old and 5-year-old while taking care of a toddler. Because of the uncertainty during the start of the whole COVID situation, I felt it was best that I request an extended leave to be able to better support my young children with online learning. But my job said that they could not accommodate and instead gave me a fixed return date. So that was when I felt I was forced to make one of the biggest decisions of my life. Do I return to a secure job that no longer fulfills me and not be able to meet the needs of my family? Or do I leave and enter a world of entrepreneurship? Obviously, by the title of this video, you know what choice I made. But let me tell you, it was not an easy one. Even though I didn't want to be tied down to my 9-to-5 job, I was conflicted with all the things I would no longer be getting, like a secure, consistent paycheck, health benefits, paid vacation, and sick time. All things that are so necessary for my kids especially. But then again, if I stayed in my 9-to-5 job, basically my entire paycheck would have to go to before and after school care due to my working hours. So this didn't even make any sense. So I decided to resign. I gave my 2 weeks notice, and the rest was left up to me to figure out. You would think a big weight was lifted off my shoulders, since I no longer was tied down to a job that I felt had no meaning anymore, and that I was now able to be there for my kids. But this didn't happen. I was pretty much a big mess. I had so much doubt. I thought that I had made the biggest mistake of my life to leave a secure job with 3 kids to take care of. I felt I was being pretty much selfish. During this time, I was also putting a strain on my marriage. I felt my husband didn't understand what I was going through. Even though he was being supportive and kept telling me I made the right choice, I just felt as though I let my family down, and I put so much pressure on my husband to support our family solo. I stayed in this rut for about a good 6 months or so, and then I had a huge wake-up call when I really saw the toll this was having on my husband. He looked exhausted, he was working 2 full-time jobs, we hardly saw each other, and I felt he was beginning to hold some resentment towards me because instead of taking action and working as a team, I was totally absent in all aspects. I had to turn things around and remember why I made this move in the first place. So I began to work on my mindset. I reminded myself every day why I made the choice to leave my 9-to-5 job and be an entrepreneur. I had completed my real estate license while I was on mat leave and already had so much knowledge in the investment side of real estate because I owned a few rental properties. I enjoyed looking for potential investment opportunities, legalizing them, and then managing the properties. So I realized that real estate is a field I actually enjoyed spending time in, and the best thing is that I'm still fulfilling my desire to help others. So I put all my focus on my new career path and never looked back. I now have the flexibility in my schedule to be able to manage home life and work. I enjoy waking up and starting to work in the comfort of my own home and love the satisfaction I get from helping clients make the best investment choices for their unique situations. Now, I'm not saying that times don't get tough, but when I'm faced with those challenging days, I remind myself of why I made the move to leave my 9-to-5 job. I realize the potential for more freedom, more time to work on things I enjoy, more potential to make a real impact, and no cap on the amount of money you can make. I was no longer willing to trade my time for money like you would in a typical 9-to-5 job. After I realized this, I couldn't have remained in my 9-to-5 job even if I tried. I knew that I was meant for something bigger. If you can relate to a lot of this, know that the fear that you may be feeling is you growing as an individual. No one gets anywhere by being comfortable. And believe me, I went and still go through these feelings all the time. But the fulfillment I get from being creative, ambitious, a problem solver is so worth all the challenges that come with the territory. If you're willing to do the work, you can get anywhere you want. I really hope this video provided you with some insight and motivation to explore your passion and purpose. It takes time to figure things out. Believe me, I know. But the sooner you start, the sooner you'll start to discover your unique potential. I would love to hear if you're thinking of leaving your 9-to-5 job, or if you already have, what your experience was like. And if there's any other content you would like me to share with you, please comment down below, and I would be more than happy to do that for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.